Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And we are a few weeks into the NBA season now. All teams have reached double digits in games played, but we have seen some notable names who have not played yet this season. One of those names could be erased from the list. Let's get into it. This via Yahoo Sports. Hornets LaMelo Ball upgrade to questionable could make debut versus Heat. Hornets are closer than ever to get a major impact player back from injury. Team announced on Saturday, injured point guard LaMelo Ball has been upgraded to questionable for Saturday night's game against the Miami Heat, which means it's possible he can make his long-awaited season debut. He sprained his ankle right before the season began. I was expected to miss some time. Wasn't clear whether he was going to miss this much time, but hopefully he will be back either today or soon because he's one of the exciting players in the league. Dennis Smith Jr. has been starting for him and has actually performed quite admirably as somewhat of a reclamation project. Hasn't panned out as a lottery pick, but I figured I'd do a video on some of the notable names and make a starting lineup of players who have not played yet this season. So here is my starting lineup of players who haven't played yet. So we got LaMelo Ball and Bogdan Bogdanovic as our guards, Chris Middleton and Jaren Jackson Jr. as our forwards, and Robert Williams III as our big man down low. So LaMelo Ball was named to his first All-Star team last season, averaging 20.1 points, 6.7 rebounds, 7.6 assists, 1.6 steals, and won Rookie of the Year in the season prior to that. Bogdanovic, he's mostly been a reserve, but he's been one of the best reserve scorers in the league. He's averaged over 15 points per game in each of the last 3 seasons, while shooting 38.4% from three-point territory for his career. Chris Middleton, a lot of people think he would have been a guy who could have allowed the Bucks to win back-to-back NBA Finals if he had not gotten injured in the first round of the playoffs against the Chicago Bulls. Was missing in that 7-game series against the Boston Celtics. 3-time All-Star, has averaged over 20 points per game in 4 of his last 5 seasons. Jaren Jackson Jr., an all-defensive member last season. He was a first-team all-defensive member as he led the league in blocks per game at 2.3 a game, while also averaging 16.3 points per game. Has struggled from three-point territory of late, but 35.1% for his career. And Robert Williams III, another excellent defender, second-team all-defensive member last season, has missed all of this season so far. Last season, 10 points, 9.6 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks per game while shooting 73.6% from the field. Bogdanovic underwent knee surgery, had pain in his knee much of last season. No timetable really for his return. Chris Middleton had wrist surgery in the offseason. It was an MCL sprain that caused him to miss the remainder of the playoffs, but wrist surgery is what is causing him to miss this season so far. Jaren Jackson Jr. underwent surgery to address a stress fracture in his foot. Still unclear when he will return. They said 4 to 6 months, and that was in late June, early July. And Robert Williams III had a knee injury, was expected to miss about 8 to 12 weeks, and the surgery was at the end of September, so maybe the end of this month or the end of next month he can return. So there you have it, the starting lineup of guys who have yet to play this season, really due to injury for all of them. I didn't think of guys who are known to have going to miss the whole season, so that's someone like Chet Holmgren. But other key players who have yet to play this season include, in no specific order, Gary Harris, Jonathan Isaac, will he come back ever? Markelle Fultz, Jay Crowder is away from the Suns team. He's not injured, but Gary Payton II, Lonzo Ball. So if you want to have an all ball back court and replace him with Bogdanovich, I would understand. If LaMelo Ball were to play tonight, Lonzo Ball would probably take over the starting point guard position on this team. Victor Oladipo, Cody Martin, Danilo Gallinari, TJ Warren, Ricky Rubio, Marvin Bagley the third, Dennis Schroeder, Thomas Bryant, and Joe Ingles. So there you have it. Some notable names that have yet to play this season. Which of these guys do you think will play the largest role in the NBA season? I'm sure a lot of people would say Chris Middleton, because a lot of people think he was the reason why the Bucks were not able to pass the Celtics and perhaps defend their NBA title. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.